All right, boys and girls, now we're going to do the next part, which is on page 79. So I'd like you to turn to page 79 of your textbook. Now, do you think that all figures are symmetric? Okay, now, so actually not all figures are symmetric, and let's look at question 2a, all right, the figure of something like a tree. Right now, do you think that is symmetric? Okay, now, okay, if I have a cutout of the tree over here. Okay, if I'm going to try to fold it into half, all right, you will see that it does not actually match. Okay, so it cannot be folded into two equal halves. All right, so this tree is not a symmetric figure. Let's take a look at the next shape, which is like a triangle. Okay, okay, where do I find its half? Maybe here. All right, you can tell that if I try to fold it into half, okay, maybe another way, this way, right? Okay. All right, you cannot fold the figure into two equal halves, so this is not a symmetric figure. Now, what about this one over here? Okay, are we able to fold the figure so that it is divided into two equal halves? Okay, now if I fold the figure, it will look like this. All right, so this figure is also not a symmetric figure. If I fold it the other way into half, maybe vertically, let's try. All right, something like this, you will see that it does not match. Okay, so this is not a symmetric figure as well. Okay, now the tricky one is this shape. This is called a parallelogram. All right, now some of you think that this might be a symmetric figure because it looks even on all sides, okay, and opposite sides are equal. All right, but is it a rectangle? No, it's not a rectangle, it's a parallelogram. Okay, and just now we saw that a rectangle has two lines of symmetry, but this one, okay, let's try to fold this into half. All right, you can see that it does not match. Okay, what about the other way? Okay, vertically down, again, you can see that it does not match. So this parallelogram is not symmetric. All right, okay, that brings us to the last figure, which is the like a maple leaf, right? Okay, so the maple leaf, okay, you can see that actually if we try to fold it into half, okay, the two halves are not going to match. All right, so this is not a symmetric figure. Okay, all right, so let's look at part 3. Some of these letters are symmetric. Okay, and can you identify the lines of symmetry? Now, if a figure is symmetric, then there will be sometimes one, sometimes two, or even more lines of symmetry. So let's look at the first letter, A. Okay, now what do you think? Okay, are there any lines of symmetry here? Good. All right, we can actually fold this letter A into half. Okay, and it matches on both sides. All right, so there's one line of symmetry that goes down. Okay, what about like this? Oops, it does not match. Okay, so there's only one line of symmetry for letter A. All right, which is a line that goes vertically down this way. Let me draw the line of symmetry. Okay, so I've drawn a dotted line along the line of symmetry. Okay, let's look at the next one, letter E. Interesting, letter E. Okay, what do you think? How many lines of symmetry are there, or are there any lines of symmetry at all? What about if we fold it this way? Okay, do you think it will divide the figure into two equal parts? No, right? What about the other way then, this way? Oh, look at this. Okay, so you can see that when we fold the letter E horizontally along this line, all right, both halves actually match. So there are two equal halves, and so there's one line of symmetry over here. This is the line of symmetry. Now, are there any other lines of symmetry? What do you think? All right, there are no other lines of symmetry, so the letter E has only one line of symmetry. Okay, now what do I want you to do next? Okay, you are going to use a pencil and draw the lines of symmetry for the rest of the letters. all right, for letter N, letter P, letter K, L, O, and Y. And tomorrow, we will discuss the answers about whether there are any lines of symmetry on these letters here, and if there are, how many lines of symmetry are there. All right, so this will be our homework for today. Bye.